an attractive East Asian man or woman wants you to trade cryptocurrency. That's the pig butchering scam. If you become a member of an internet dating site, or even any social media site, there is a strong, if not outright overwhelming chance that you'll be contacted by someone trying to run a pig butchering scam. What is a pig butchering scam? A pig butchering scam is when a scammer tricks a victim into believing there is easy money to be made trading cryptocurrency. Spoiler alert. There is no easy money to be made trading cryptocurrency. The photos that the scammer uses will usually be of an attractive East Asian man or woman. Why an attractive East Asian man or woman? It may simply be that the script originated in East Asia, so photos of East Asian people happen to be handy. The scripts that pig butchering scammers use have now traveled across the world. Regardless of where the person behind a particular scam is operating from, he or she will generally still use photos and videos of an attractive East Asian person. While for several years it has been standard practice for pig butchering scammers to use photos and videos of attractive East Asian men and women to sell a scam, in some cases there may even be actual live attractive East Asian men and women presented in videos. Does that mean the pig butchering scammers will always use photos and videos of attractive East Asian men and women? No, not always. Sometimes scammers will deviate from the standard scripts. A pastry shop whose business model is to hire employees that look like they could walk onto a cable news set at a moment's notice might be able to charge $20 for something that a shop that hires mere ordinary people might only be able to charge $10 for. Let's say I go to the expensive pastry shop every day for a year. I will have paid $10 extra a day for 365 days for a total cost of $3,650 to have the bombshell behind the counter smile at me. Even if a pig butchering scammer is as real and as attractive as the woman at the shop, neither woman has any interest in dating me. Pig butchering scammers will usually have victims send money or something of value to a fake trading site. The fake trading website will typically have a recent registration date, but even if it does not, if someone tells you there is easy money to be made trading cryptocurrency, it is still a scam. I strongly urge you to search my channel for titles such as "When was a website created?" to learn how to check when a website was registered. That might help you convince a friend or relative that a website is a scam. Let's look at a real website in order to help us understand the fundamentals. All right, let's go to a page on crypto scams. Okay, so here is an actual page on a website that I created. I've got some tables, some graphics, some stuff here. And so the point that I'm trying to quickly make is here where I have an actual page that's intended to be educational, a scammer will create a web page that's intended to trick you. So imagine here, there's a button that says deposit X amount of money to see a 10% or 1,000% return. Equally ridiculous. As with a legitimate business, for a scammer, it is often easier to continue to do business with existing customers than to find new customers. A legitimate business will try to sell additional goods and services to its customers. What does a scam website do to get money from those it has already scammed? Usually, that will mean a scammer will ask existing victims to contribute money for a tax in order to withdraw money. If you ever take a course in economics, you will likely be introduced to the sunk cost fallacy. A given scammer may or may not have taken a formal course in economics or psychology that covered the sunk cost fallacy. However, the scripts that a scammer However, the scripts that a scam organization works from very likely do take the sunk cost fallacy into account. The sunk cost fallacy is a general concept, but in relation to scams, the sunk cost fallacy means the premise of getting back your initial investment clouds your judgment. If a scammer were to ask someone to send him $1,000 in exchange for nothing, the scammer would likely get a poor response rate. However, the following has happened all too often. Scammer contacts victim. Scammer says he can turn $1,000 into $5,000. Victim gives the scammer the $1,000. Scammer says the initial $1,000 is now $5,000. But wait, victim just needs to pay $1,000 in order to release the money. If the victim gives the scammer the additional $1,000, the scammer might request new fees and taxes until the victim either runs out of money and/or realizes that it was a scam. After that has run its course, the victim needs to beware of recovery scammers. Recovery scammers will try to convince victims that they can recover money that was previously scammed from the victim. A given recovery scammer may or may not actually be the original scammers. This presentation was adapted from my website, therationalconsumer.com. That's a long URL to type, especially on mobile devices. So I've created the URL http://trc.credit that will redirect to the main site. trc.credit, not trc.com, not trc.net, not trc.org, not trc.horse. Actually, http://trc.horse and many browsers' address boxes will get you to my site. If you're on your work network or VPN and might not like using the trc.credit redirect, in that case, either type the full therationalconsumer.com or use a non-work device. Recognizing the pig butchering scam is an important part of learning how to avoid internet scams. I will have updates and clarifications on my website, and eventually we'll have additional videos posted.